Yeah, so Girls Breaker Day is going to be an event where we're inviting girls, kind of middle school age, to come out to Journey Construction Group, and we're going to take electronics apart. We're going to teach girls about computers and electronics, and we're going to let them break down some of those components and see what's inside of a computer, and then we'll take out the different pieces. And the things that they find interesting, we'll have a station set up so they can go and kind of create more of a sculpture or a piece of art out of the pieces that they can then take home. Yeah, so the idea came up because my daughter, who is 14, over Christmas last year, she had one of her favorite tablets break. And so she wanted to know if we could fix it. And I said, well, I don't know that we can fix it, but you can definitely take it apart. So I gave her a screwdriver, and she took all the little pieces out and lined them all up. I thought it was pretty interesting to see what was inside. And then when she was done, she put the whole thing back together. And it still didn't work, but she also didn't break it any further. And she thought that was really cool and said, hey, do you have any other things to take apart? And I said, oh yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. And so I brought home a tote of electronics, and it included all kinds of crazy things, laptops and power supplies and docking stations and printers. And so she spent about 10 days just taking each of these components apart, keeping a stack of the things that she thought was real interesting, and then most of the stuff we just threw out into the recycle bin. But she thought that was really interesting, and I thought, well, I'll bet most girls don't have that same opportunity, so maybe we do an event called Girls Breaker Day and invite girls to come out and take electronics apart. So that's how the whole event got started, and so then I made an outreach to SEAM to see if they'd be interested in helping us with the components and the computers, and then also taking the end components back for recycling purposes, so I didn't end up with a garage of broken computers.
Sure, Will approached us, and we just thought it was a really good idea for us to get involved. We work with electronics every day, and it's exciting that we're going to be able to introduce this to girls who don't see it every day like we do. And we work with businesses and residents to recycle their electronics, anything from a giant server rack down to a laptop or a cell phone. And we'll either recycle it 100% for environmentally sound processing, or we will refurbish it and reuse it out into the marketplace. Yes, so everything that's broken down at the event will actually end up at our facility, which is where we have a zero waste process, meaning everything is either refurbished and reused, or it's broken down completely and recycled.
I originally was going to just do girls because they don't have the same exposure to technology as the boys often do. And a lot of times we just felt that the girls would be more engaged if it was just a girls-only event. There's not a lot of STEM type things that are available, especially for girls around technology and taking components apart. We'd like to do it maybe each year. The MB does a Girls Maker Day a couple of times a year, and they get a pretty good turnout, and there's quite a few girls that are interested in kind of the technology side. So if we can get a good attendance here this upcoming weekend, and there's a good reaction and support from the community, I'd love to hold it each year. So the Girls Breaker Day event is going to be July 29th from 10 to 4 on Saturday, and it's out at Journey Group, and they're 4500 West 58th Street. It's across from Sky Zone, and we'll be here from 10 to 4. We're inviting girls to come out, bring their own electronics, or if they want, we've got electronics here available as well. We're going to have computers and so on. There will be some restrictions on things that we can't take apart. We have additional information on our website, which is breakerday.sdgamingbootcamp.com. And people can always give me a call as well. My phone number is 605-610-9455.
So really, it's not a very far stretch for Journey Group to be hosting this event for the community. We don't only build buildings, but we're here to build a positive impact on our community. And so we're very excited to be feeding the STEM environment in Sioux Falls. We're looking forward to continuing to support that effort.
Yeah, we want everyone to come out to Girls Breaker Day. We want to see everyone and their daughters out here breaking down electronics with us.